Hello and welcome to the Footy Times Premier League review show. I know it's been a while. We haven't been reviewing the games. I think everyone's been kind of busy, and some teams are no longer interested in the Premier League. We'll come to that. So today we thought we'd just do something different instead of going over individual games. The season run-in is upon us. 7 games left. It's all to play for. It's starting to get exciting. There is stuff to play for. Well, not at the top because Man City, I think we can all agree, have already won the league. But the top four race is probably as exciting as it's been at any point in the last few years. And the relegation battle, obviously. So we'll try to cover all of these things, and we'll just go club by club, and we can just talk about what we're looking forward to, hopes and fears for the season ahead. Yeah, anything. It's just open. Anything you want to talk about. And yeah, as always, please do subscribe and please do like this video. Uh, yeah, it takes you like 10 seconds, but it goes a long way in helping us get our video out there and get people interested and also get in the comments. Constant engagement. That's what keeps us going. So yeah, without much ado, let's jump right into it. Maybe we should start with Man City since they have so many trophies to look forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So take it away,
What a
Yash.
week. What a week. Uh, two Champions League wins, and I think everyone has forgotten about the Leeds loss already. Uh,
Oh yeah, that was
I,
last week.
I haven't.
I was,
Leads 10 men lead to be more precise.
Yeah.
yeah, 10 men lead. I was not too fussed up by that loss really, because I did feel that Pep wants to go to the semis this time around, and we did it. So yeah, but now it will be like next 18 days will be the trickiest for us in terms of deciding how many trophies we eventually end up winning. I feel PL is also as important as ever because we haven't won it yet, and we need like 3 wins and a draw, I think, to finish that. And
3 wins. Yeah, 3 wins is good enough.
yeah,
Oh yeah, maybe depends
I
on.
think 3 wins and a draw would just, I think,
Mhm.
make it
Yeah.
clear. Uh, but yeah, some interesting games. Spurs coming up. Sorry, Chelsea coming up over the weekend.
Can't keep track, can you?
So
Which company?
yeah, I'm
Game.
also I'm already forgetting what teams, what players started last game. So it's been that type of a season, and I think as a City fan, I am seeing this for the first time ever. That where you are at this like this late in the season, you are still in the race for 4 trophies. So that's something
You
we will
got past
see
the
how the
semi-final.
next 18
Or you
days
got
pan
past the
out.
quarterfinal. Final.
Huh?
You got past the Champions League quarterfinal.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think we did it under Pellegrini as well, but yeah, we did go to semis in 2015, I think it was,
Nice.
and faced Madrid team, and I think we were pretty, you know, I think we couldn't believe that we can play at that stage in 2015, and it was such a bad, like two legs of bad games. Uh, I expect this time around it will be a little more exciting with another Royal Money club like PSG. Uh,
Can we
so
just talk to just yeah? You got like
sure,
3 out of 4 teams in the semi-final are just clubs funded by oil money.
I don't,
I'm sure there's going to be a lot
but
of shouts
ironically,
for Real Madrid.
like Real Madrid is not one of them. Like they started off all
I
this
know.
like pumping money and getting players, and but they seem to.
Yeah,
But they always had a different model.
Yeah. Yeah.
They always had money. It was never the case that they
I
But
think
didn't
they
have
were
money.
always
old
that
money versus
popular
new
to
money.
They
begin with.
Probably like that.
Real created the
right,
Galactico era.
Yeah.
but then
I think that's why everyone feels like they spent a
but
lot of
like if
money.
you
But
see
yeah.
their team, they have a lot of up and up like young and upcoming players with the old guard like Modric and Cruz performing. So they sort of have that
Yeah.
non-Real vibe, if that makes sense somehow.
Yeah. They are very pragmatic.
They haven't
Yeah,
been
they
spending
haven't
that
Yeah.
been
much last.
spending.
They
I
haven't reinvested in Galacticos.
Yeah,
It
It
feels
is
like more of a money ball model
for the Champions
where
League.
yeah.
Who would have thought Real Madrid would be following Moneyball? It was always money before. Where did that all come from? But yeah, I think it's like I said, probably Real Madrid. There's going to be a lot of calls for them to save football or whatever. But
You're leading that call, by the way.
am I? No, I
Yeah.
don't say that in public. But yeah. But you know what? Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm fucking jealous of Man City, dude. How can you have so many things to play for? We are literally there's
And
nothing
and
left.
the interesting thing is that we have been playing the most number of games. I think we have always had a midweek game for it it stretches really lots of I think months this season that we have been playing almost every midweek. And I think Pep has done a brilliant job of rotating the squad, keeping everyone hungry for the uh, games and wins. I think, but I do think that Sterling is so off form right now that he will be given a chance in the Premier League to kind of get back to that his sharpness back, and hopefully he can help us out in the Champions League. Because what I felt is that in versus Dortmund, he was brought on just to see off the game. No one expected him to do anything. Just be there, try to run as much as you can, keep Dortmund defense busy, and I think we did that well. But we do need Sterling back in terms of his confidence and form. So I think Pep will play him now in the Premier League, but I don't think we will drift a lot from the Champions League team that we had versus Dortmund. That is, I think, right now our best 11. Maybe Cancelo can maybe again come in for Zinchenko, but I think everything else just remains the same. The formation, the players, uh, because we don't have a fit striker this year. I mean, Jesus is there, but I doubt he is going to be playing in the important games. So yeah, I think Pep will have to rotate, but he cannot rotate too much also, like we did against Leeds. So yeah, it will be maybe 4 or 5 players, but still capable enough to win the PL games. Because we don't want to leave it too late for United to kind of just pounce on the opportunity.
I don't
I'm
think
really
so.
hoping that Chelsea beat you guys this weekend, by the way.
But
Can I make it exciting though?
But that's
it's an FA
that's
Cup.
the
Yeah, it's
FA
an
Cup.
FA Cup
That's
game.
the FA
Oh,
Cup.
is it an
Yeah,
FA
yeah,
Cup?
it's an
My
FA
But
bad.
Cup.
It's an
still,
FA Cup.
I
your
wouldn't.
treble, you have to protect your treble legacy. So
Yeah, obviously. I don't want. I'm okay.
Actually, United had the treble in '99, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
Was what was it? FA, PL, and CL.
the perfect
Yeah.
treble.
yeah.
Okay.
And Man City could go one up, not just match it. So
Yeah.
I think there's a lot at stake for Man United fans.
Dude, carry bag cup does not count, dude. It's like
Still a
the
quadruple. It's a quadruple. It's gonna be bigger.
City have always been winning it.
Sure, but
Yeah.
but that in addition to the treble, now that's something nobody's ever done. So
Yeah, and potentially
like,
the two trophies
So
next year.
it's interesting that Chelsea can stop Man City at two fronts
Yes.
potentially,
This
yeah,
league
as
and
in Champions
and
League
FA
and
Cup.
in the FA
Yeah.
Cup.
yeah.
Yeah, and
And I
Spurs.
don't remember
Let's
if
not.
we are yet to play Chelsea in the PL also, or we
Yeah, that
already.
is what I was going to ask, whether they are
yeah.
they
I
are
think games from now. Actually, that's really important for Liverpool
Yeah.
that you're still in the title hunt because you need to beat Chelsea, man, please. And that's up to Man United as well to keep them honest. So yeah, there's a lot of things which are linked. But let me ask you, Yash, what do you think? What do you think would be a successful season from here on in?
To be honest, I would be happy with a PL and CL. I wouldn't care less for FA Cup or Carabao Cup. But so I feel that PL is we are almost there. We are, I
You're
think,
ahead. You
PL,
have won it.
yeah, it's done and
yes.
dusted, I feel.
So,
No, not
so
yet, not yet. Go ahead.
Wishful thinking
Yeah, I
for
haven't
them.
anything sad there, but
but I wouldn't really care for FA or Carabao, because we are like doing in the semis for the second time, right? So if we can really get our
Act
best
together.
best game, uh, in the versus PSG, I think we can be in the finals. Uh, but if let's say we don't end up winning CL, then I think I would still be happy with PL and at least reaching Champions League final, because I think this year it was very important for us to, break that curse of not going past the quarters. We had to
Yeah.
step up and get into that semis round. And if after this, if we even let's say end up in finals but not win it, I would still be happy with the PL.
Yeah, I think Champions League is where it's at for Man City
Yeah.
fans. They probably don't even care about the Premier League as much as they do the CL. But anyway, so before we go to Manchester United, right? I have an interesting stat. I don't know if you guys know, but in 2012, Man City were 8 points behind United with 6 games in hand, 6 games left,
Yep.
and they actually turned it around. And
Yeah, but I don't
United
remember
with
whether
that game in
United
hand,
were how far United had gone in CL that year. I don't remember that now.
In
Was it
2012.
2012.
they were in the Europa League, I think, right? That's when is that and when Bilbao beat you
Maybe
under
2012.
Bielsa,
Would have to check.
Yeah,
20,
because
or could have been 2013. I don't know. Under Herrera was in the Bilbao team.
United were doing that well in Champions League that year.
yeah. 2013. I think this was Moyes' year, right?
Which one?
No, this is 2011-12. 11-12 when we won our first
11
title.
12 is
That
the
is
one
when
I was talking about. Like they were City were
Oh,
8
11, 12.
behind with 6 games left, and they won.
Oh
the
yeah. Okay. That
That-
time Ferguson was still in charge. Yeah. Yeah. I think we may have been knocked out early that year. Yeah.
But anyway, point is, if you win your game in hand, you'll be 8 points behind City.
I
15.
know.
But
and
I think
and,
the
yes, and surprisingly, United are not dropping points, man. That is so
It's-
surprising considering how bad they are still playing. But they just beat Spurs fair and square, which was like
Fortune
what the
favors
hell?
the brave, and that's what we are right now.
you have to just start. Yeah, you have to give them that 1-0 deficit. That's when
Yeah.
they start playing something really strange.
And I was reading that Ole is a very humble manager himself. So I think maybe he is making players understand how, or he's pumping up players by not being very uh, boss. I mean, what do you say? Very arrogant. He's just trying to be humble and still able to pump up the players to win these games.
I mean, even I am humble, so that it doesn't mean I'm going to manage Manchester United. But yeah, I mean, somehow he's getting it done. So let's get our Man United fans, Sheldon, Berg.
Yeah, as in for me, I think what I'm looking for is basically not letting Man City win before they should. As in, like,
Please.
at least push them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
push them till the end.
Yeah.
And hopefully face Arsenal in the Europa finals and beat them. That would be great. It's been one of those seasons where we haven't really got one up on them. So yeah, it would be good to settle. It's kind of that old
You
legacy.
already have.
As
You're
in,
already. You guys are already in the CL places, man. Leave it for us. That's the only.
no,
Yeah,
so
but
so
Those
but that
fan
would
channels
be
are going to have a field day.
yeah,
Dude.
for sure.
Arsenal need. I mean, just can you imagine? Arsenal's in ninth spot. They qualify for the Champions League. How bad is it going to look for people like
No one.
Avinash?
No.
He's struggling for that coveted fourth place,
Yeah. So
and
it doesn't.
you guys just
Yeah. So it doesn't matter. It's not like we are jumping in unannounced or whatever. If we win it, it's going to be through a valid route that the UEFA set. So
I think Avinash will be happy if they don't get midweek games. They will need some rest maybe next season. He will like that.
No.
Liverpool playing week only on
yeah,
weekends
you're
and
always
doing something like
Klopp is
Chelsea.
always complaining about over schedules and
Schedules.
all those things, right? So for once he'll get his wish come true.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And he can play the same team without having to worry about rotation.
But I don't.
Defenders, you don't need defenders, attackers, extra.
As in, the only downside is someone like a Salah might just leave if there's no Champions League.
But I think he is.
You never know.
Will he?
I doubt
Yeah.
Salah will
Talking
leave
about
that.
United, guys.
Yeah, let's. So yeah, I can. So yeah, basically winning the Europa and like nailing down the second place for sure. As in, I don't want to be third for sure. It's, be at least second and push City
Will
till
it be always
till
biggest
they
achievement?
So Leicester is third
not
right now,
really.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So how far they are behind you guys?
I think four
No,
points,
7 points.
7
Okay,
Seven
so
points.
still
points.
possible, yeah.
7 points.
So still possible.
Seven.
Huh? Seven.
Yeah, I think United are
Yeah.
second locked.
Yeah, then I
as
think
Seven,
in that
seven.
the win against Tottenham was huge.
Yeah.
As in,
Yeah.
and I think it was. I would want to say that it was one of the best performance of the season. Uh, Again, it is weird that we are shoehorning like players at positions like playing Pogba on the wings and like
I don't really
I don't
like
know
that.
how it's yeah I don't know how it's working, but whatever it takes to just like see it
That's
through.
the story of Man United season.
And
Nobody
and
knows how
I
nobody knows how it's working, but it is.
and yeah, it is weird. It's been a very weird season. As in, if you look at the performances, like especially like the performance against Granada in the first leg,
Yeah.
like it was 2-0, but almost all fans were like what the hell was that game? As in, we won and then still we were like complaining as to what did we play? And at the same time, you watch a game like Bayern Munich and PSG is like, what would we even do after we go into the Champions League? Probably get knocked out of the group stage again. If again, if we come have a tough group like we did this time around, it's going to be tough unless and until there are summer reinforcements. I'm just hoping that there is some like realization with the board that after such a season, they don't look at it that we it should be looked at from the point of view that we overachieved and not from the point of view that we deserved this because we didn't. According to me, I feel that the standards dropped below us. So we cannot rely on this, which we did with Mourinho, like when we finished second then and did nothing and then dropped again. I just fear that we don't do that yo-yo moment again. That is the other thing I'm looking forward to, that we have some reinforcements and make it better, make the squad better. Like I don't think so Ole is going anywhere, but at least make the squad better.
So that's
so.
what I want.
Is Dean Henderson now the starting goalkeeper for PF for United?
God knows
I
what
That's another soap opera going on there. But the question I wanted to ask was, so you mentioned the summer, right? And how they view this achievement and all of that. So Ollie's contract isn't get done yet, is it? It's not
no.
like yet.
He's. I think he's supposed to sign an extension for another 3 years. By
Mhm.
sometime soon. Yeah.
So that's what I wanted. So you're talking about the players, but would you given the option, want Ollie to be at the helm for another
I
3 years?
honestly speaking, this is a very tough question because I don't think he's got those attributes or the tactical mindset to kind of win the big trophies. But at the same time, right now we are in this position where like everything he touches seems to be turning to gold. He's the players are responding to whatever he's putting out there, and given COVID situation and everything, think it would be prudent for us to just continue with him. Because if we try and get a new manager in right now, that means we've got to
restart.
restart from scratch and everything. I feel like there is some sort of progression, even though we haven't hit those heights that say for example Chelsea have with Tuchel coming in within like 3-4 months. He's already shown like what he can bring. But I feel like we do need, if Ollie gets like about 2 or 3 players of his liking, um, I think
Sheldon,
he
one
could.
one quick point on
Yeah,
the Chelsea bid. Do you think, as in we are thinking about Tuchel in this like very good light right now?
yeah.
What if he doesn't win a Champions League, doesn't qualify for Champions League, doesn't win an FA Cup? Would you think about him the same way? I don't think so. The answer is yes.
What? No, I mean the fact that if he doesn't win the Champions League, I won't hold that against him. If he doesn't qualify for top four, that's a touch and go decision. I mean, he brought the team. I think they were pretty low. I think they were like seventh or eighth or something, right? And then he has shown a lot of improvement, and I think that's what needs to be seen.
Okay,
I
fair
I
enough.
think I think next season will be a very crucial. I think Chelsea are one of the big favorites, along with obviously the Man City and the
That
Liverpool.
is exactly what was told the last season also about Chelsea.
So,
Yeah, well,
yeah,
more on the back of the investment, I think.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Yeah,
I think there's hope that at least among the Chelsea fans that they have a proper
But
coach.
you never know, right? Sometimes these players take a year, like a season or two, to kind of
Yeah,
that's true.
settle in
well,
Premier
Fair
League.
enough. That's a
Yeah,
So
good point.
and they're
we
really
and
we
young.
may
honestly,
start seeing Werner finishing off like all his chances next season. So
yeah, I mean, uh, yeah, that's a huge ask. I mean, if even if they bring Danny Ings or some, a potent goal scoring option, I don't know. Harry Kane's on the market. If Spurs are
I think
not going to,
Aguero was being considered, or at least there was a rumor that
yeah,
Aguero might
there you
be
go. Yeah, yeah.
heading to Chelsea, which,
Yeah.
in my opinion, would be a very good move.
But
But
can I ask you something? Like, would any of us, I mean, take Aguero in our teams, considering the fact that he's going to have his statue built outside the Etihad?
Maybe
I,
not.
Yeah.
I
No.
mean, I don't think he's. I think
I
fitness
think
wise, he's
Aguero,
not.
to
He's
be
not
honest,
off pace.
after that knee injury,
Yeah.
last knee injury, I think he is
You
now
think he's
not
done?
going to survive in PL. I feel he
Hmm.
will be better suited for a La Liga or Italian
Yeah,
league.
for all the rumors
Hmm.
that he's being sort of linked with Arsenal, I don't think he should come to Arsenal for sure. We already
Hey,
we
Arsenal
but
is
you
a
know,
already have
retirement
one
home.
overpaid striker. Sorry, what did you say?
Arsenal is a retirement home for all these players.
exactly. You have
That's what I'm
Willian. He
saying.
needs
That
company
that's
over
what
there.
I'm. No, he
Yeah,
has.
Aubameyang as well is getting that.
Aubameyang is already there.
Aubameyang is spending all his money in just changing his hairstyle.
But what is going on with Aubameyang? Just because he was stuck in
No,
traffic, he is not playing
what?
anymore.
Oh, is there a joke?
Yeah,
yeah, there
he
was
was.
rumors that yeah.
Yeah, he was
I
stuck
don't
in
know,
traffic
man.
and did not.
I'd
Oh,
seen
I didn't
a
know that.
tweet somewhere saying that he was stuck in traffic
No,
and
right
got
now
late
he's
for
down
the
with malaria,
whatever.
but
Oh,
Oh,
after
Oh,
international
really?
duty, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, after
really?
international duty.
Oh,
Man,
he played
man.
against Liverpool, right?
he
I
came
don't know.
on, I think.
But yeah,
Okay, I mean, if you're talking about Aubameyang, might as well talk about Arsenal.
mhm.
Yeah.
So hopes and
Is it
things this season.
one? Sorry, Rahul.
But this won't be a yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
One more thing, as in like, yeah, if so, it looks like the theory that we applied for Tuchel being the right man for Chelsea is the same theory that we're applying for Arteta again, right? Because I still can't believe that like fans are not shouting and screaming on the fact that Arsenal is ninth. As in, it is so surprising, and everyone is like putting all their money on this progression bit. It is again, it's very
me,
Trust the
surprising.
it
process,
looks
Nisarg.
like
It's all about
So
trusting
I
the
think
process.
Yeah, yeah.
me, it
Testing the
feels like
process.
fans
Yep.
are getting what they asked for, and now they cannot really complain.
I
So
feel like the
they are
season,
left in
the
position to.
EPL season generally is so bonkers if you see the table. Like it's just so crazy that I don't even think like it's not just Arsenal. I mean I'm not justifying Arsenal playing badly with respect to other teams also playing badly, but I'm just generally saying like the EPL table this year has been so crazy that anything is possible almost. And plus, I think the Europa League element is there on the back of the mind that we are still there performing all right. If we win it, hopefully we'll be back in the Champions League at least for a year, I feel, because getting top four every year in EPL is going to be tough, but that's another topic for discussion. Like just for short term, I feel for Arsenal, I feel there are two goals really. Well, three if you whatever from what you guys just told me. The first one is obviously winning Europa and getting to CL next year. Second is finishing about Tottenham after I don't know how many years. They are four points ahead of us. So
Uh,
if we do that, we'll celebrate the same Tottenham,
Celebrating St.
yeah,
Tottenham Day.
Tottenham Day after I don't know how many years long. And the third point being,
Five.
as you guys sort of mentioned, is they are in seventh position. If we reach there, it's still Europa League. So if we still sort of lose semis or finals, we can have a shot at it next year, hopefully. So So I mean, it's sort of looking at scraps, I would feel, compared to what we just talked about City, like at a totally different end of spectrum. But yeah, I feel like short term that's sort of a goal, and I feel the team is gelling well now. So I'm sort of looking at it from that aspect. Like hopefully, if the core of the team stays and somehow we are able to keep Ceballos, who's been good for Arsenal in the last few matches. Odegaard stays. Then, like looking forward, I feel next year we might sort of there might be like a push for the top four, and if we are into the Champions League, we are not going to win, obviously, but get as far as we can. For
Get past the round of 16.
yeah,
Something Wenger could
right.
do.
So
But I think
Yeah.
he couldn't do in the last few years. But I think that's a little far-fetched at this
right.
point
So that
to live in the Europa League. But yeah,
Yeah,
go
but
ahead.
no, like short term, I know again, I know it's like running for scraps or whatnot, but yeah, winning the Europa League and potentially finishing seventh above Tottenham, hopefully, uh, ticks few boxes, I feel, uh, but
Mm.
it's going to be tough for sure. Villarreal, as you were saying, Avinash, against Emery, you can't sort of bet against Emery in Europa League, who we will be facing in semi-finals. And as sort of how do I put it, like optimistic or overly uh, overly optimistic. I feel like if we reach finals against United, I think we are going to win it. To be honest. Like Joe, it's not
It's fun to see.
banter.
I
I mean,
like
it's not banter or anything, but I genuinely feel like Villarreal is going to be more of a threat than whoever shows up in the final if we win the semi. So I don't know, what do you
Yeah.
guys think?
I mean, Arsenal have won a cup final already under
yeah.
Arteta. So they have that, and United
Wait,
have
the
not
Charity
yet.
Shield, you
No,
mean?
FA Cup last
Oh,
year.
the FA Cup
Oh, okay,
No,
okay.
FA
FA
Cup.
Cup.
and the Charity Shield, if you want to count that. So they
Yeah.
won two cup finals.
Yeah.
But I guess my question is the same to you,
Hmm.
Rahul. Do you see Arteta, or would you want to see Arteta? I think he probably will stay, but would you want to see him continue? Have you seen enough to trust the process?
I to be
Would you want Moyes?
Moyes. Yeah,
Best manager in
I'm,
London.
I'm oh yeah, oh yeah, I didn't even think of it, but yeah, no, I feel it's a mixed bag, and as I said, I don't know who is the replacement for him. At least he has got the players working for him. I think he knows what his team is like. He has a vision for the team itself. From what I feel, I don't know what are his best tactics. Like he still has to figure that out. Like per team, like going into a like say play against a Chelsea or a City. I still think he doesn't have those strategies in, but he has the team for him. Like he knows what a good team is for him. So at least he has that. And to be honest, I don't know who can do better at Arsenal at this point. Like if he gets kicked out, I don't know who's going to come in and pull Arsenal out. So I think it's more of a sort of the team that we have with a few changes who is going to make it work. And I feel Arsenal at Arsenal right now, Arteta might be a good bet. If you sort of ask me the same question with the same scenario next year, then I'm pretty sure I will say Arteta out. But I feel like at least he just like it is justified for him to stay 1 year on and see how it turns out. So yeah, that's there.
Trusting the
Yeah.
But
process.
actually, I don't know who is the like next candidate of
Yeah.
like best managers
Jose
available out there,
Yeah.
Mourinho.
even
No,
for
he's not.
United or Arsenal.
The worst manager in
Yeah.
London.
Jose is going to be out of and he's already living in London, so you don't need to pay for relocation
So
expenses.
you were selling me Lingard just before the call, Sheldon, and I was like, fine, whatever. Like this is not even selling, man. Like I mean I don't know what Mourinho.
I
Certainly
think
not
United
after
and
being a manager for
United and
Spurs.
Arsenal are, I think, better suited to stick with the managers they have,
Yeah.
because I don't see anyone out there who is
Arsenal.
As
uh,
in, unless and until you go for someone like a Nagelsmann or
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I mean
like
a
like
total
a
oddball.
more
Yeah.
tactical,
Brendan
yeah,
Rodgers.
yeah.
like very tactical pick
Brendan
here and there. But yeah,
Actually, Brendan Rodgers is a
Oh.
maybe good shout, but I don't know if he will leave Leicester, considering they are doing actually better than.
Arsenal or
Yeah, but I
Arsenal.
think
Yeah.
he's so
So
ambitious. Arsenal, yeah. I just feel like Brendan Rodgers is extremely ambitious and he wants to get a top job again. I mean, how it went down at Liverpool, I think since then he's wanted to get back up the ladder, but he's
Yeah.
doing it in a step-by-step
Oh
manner.
yeah, actually
I think
Rogers and Moyes both are there in the top four right now, proving
Yep.
United
Yep.
and
That's true.
Liverpool wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about Nagelsmann is I think he may be ending up at Bayern, by the way, because
Hansi Flick is
Oh,
going to get
because
the
of
flick.
Flick.
no,
yeah,
actually, did he not say that there is no contact? I mean, he publicly said that. I don't
yeah,
know how.
there's no contact, but generally
Things
what
can
happens
change
is they
fast,
look,
right, with managers,
yeah, they
especially
usually,
given that
they,
Bayern is out of Champions League.
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah. Anyway, I think we should move
Yeah.
on. So yeah, we can finally talk about what you're so eager to talk
Oh,
about,
Liverpool
which is
potentially not being in
yeah,
the Europe or
and
Champions League next season.
yeah, we don't have any of that to look forward to. I know you don't have to rub it in, but yeah, I mean, it's just been that kind of season, really. What can I say? There's some shoots of positivity recently. I think I spoke about it in the last video. We finally have a centre back pairing, and actually, Phillips was outstanding in that second leg against Real Madrid. In fact, it seems like Klopp seems to take Kabak off at times and put Fabinho there in games. It looks
Yeah.
like he's become the more senior partner in that centre back pairing. And yeah, Jota's come back. I think he played brilliantly at Arsenal. I don't think we discussed that game either. So, you know, I think our season was done, I thought, last month, but a few good results, few teams above us slipping up, and top four's back on. So I never thought I'd be saying this, but there's a very genuine chance. We are 4 points off Leicester in third. So I'd say getting third is as likely as getting fourth at this point. If we can put a run together, and our fixture list is probably the easiest of all the teams. Well, easy.
you're still playing Man United.
Yeah, I mean that's
And
the
I think
one.
also more time, right, between games. Now more rest
Yeah,
between games.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
that's true.
in a way, yeah. I mean, I don't think I'd ever want to be knocked out of the Champions League, but yeah, that's probably the only silver lining. So there's no excuse. One game a week. We have everybody fit except for the ones who are out long term, of course. So we absolutely have to get Champions League. I can't even. It's going to be hard. I'm not going to lie. We have to win I'd say at least 6 out of the remaining 7 games. We could do it with 5, but 6 games would I think seal it.
Definitely. See
And yeah, we need to be there. Like this is how it is. Um, yeah. And I mean, the Real Madrid game. I just want to say it did kind of hurt. I feel like we were as good, if not better, for 3 halves of football, and we just one poor half. We just got undone in that first half, and second leg. Yeah, some of our issues that we've had when it comes to finishing were laid bare.
What was up with Salah, man? He was not even shooting. Like,
Yeah, I mean, but he's carried us this season, so I really can't say anything. If it weren't for Salah, I don't know where we'd be. And I think it's Mane. Mane has just.
Oh yeah, he's just gone
he's-
down. Yeah.
Mane and Firmino, right?
Firmino as well. So it's
Yeah.
like finishing has been just not there. We just cannot seem to put the ball off. We dominated Madrid actually. We battered them for 60 minutes in the second leg, and we just couldn't score. And that's kind of been the problem. So it's probably something that needs to be addressed this summer. I hope it doesn't come to bite us in the sort of the remaining games. And yeah, but I was just thinking this the other day, right? Things are looking a little bit better, but I'm thinking, I love Jurgen Klopp. I don't want to, be one of those who gets on his back. It's been a really difficult season. He's had to go through personal tragedy. No team has ever had an injury crisis like this. I get all that, but I just feel like, he's made a lot of poor decisions this season. I mean, there've been times where it took so long to actually play 2 centre backs, right? When we lost. Like, listen, once Joel Matip went down in December, I think we were up against it. It was always going to be hard. We were never, ever going to challenge Man City for the title. So that's not even realistic. So I don't have any such expectation. But I just feel like we could have easily had 6 to 8 points more. Like some of the games that we lost at home, 6 home defeats in a row, losing to Burnley, Brighton, Fulham. if we had just been a little bit more savvy, if we had just,
Flexible.
That's our last.
yeah,
That's our
flexible,
run-in
yeah,
actually.
and
Fulham Brighton.
what's that?
That's our run-in. Fulham
Oh.
Brighton.
Your run-in doesn't matter, dude. It's just about the Europa League. But anyway, yeah. So 6 to 8 points more, and we'd be comfortably third, and we'd probably be pushing United for second. So that just I was just thinking about this other day, and I can't shake that feeling off. That had we put in some of these changes a little earlier in the season, maybe we wouldn't have to fight for top four. But yeah, I mean, I think he'll be one of the first ones to put his hands up and say, yeah, he got it wrong. He got it wrong in the first leg of the semi-final, quarterfinal as well, which is again unlike him in a European game. I've never seen Klopp get it tactically wrong before. So he's made a few mistakes. I just hope I'm sure he'll look at it and learn from it, so that we add, because I think tactically, I think once the centre backs come back, we'll probably be back. I don't see us, dropping off. I know there are some issues up front, but hopefully with the preseason and a bit of rest, and hopefully we sign another forward, so things will be back on track. But I think we need to learn from here and try to be more tactically flexible, because look at Pep, what he has done this season. Yeah. I think there was a sense that teams were kind of figuring Man City out. The patterns of play were very set. You had those players making overlapping runs, getting to the byline, cutting it back, Aguero, and the end of things. So this season he's changed things around. He's adapted to the demands of the season as well. So yeah, I'd like to see more of that going forward from Klopp. But for now, yeah, I think we have something.
Avinash, a question for you. Who do you think is a bigger threat for the top four? So there's West Ham, there's Chelsea. Do you want to put Spurs in the mix? I'm not sure.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I think I'm comfortable with Spurs. That was a big win actually last week for Man United. I mean, in terms of, I think that really makes it difficult for Spurs losing that game, because now they're 6 points off the pace and we have 3 points on them, and I just feel like they're so inconsistent. They just can't hold on to leads. Yeah. So I'm not so worried about Tottenham. Chelsea, are they going to be up there? So I think Chelsea are probably the ones, but we potentially have 2 spots.
Yeah, I think I was going to say you can add Leicester into that mix as well.
Yeah, Leicester have a tough run in. Chelsea have a tough run in. West Ham have a fairly kind run in. But yeah, it'll depend on them being able to maintain the form. They don't have Antonio and Rice now.
But I think Rice has been out for a while now, right? Yeah, Rice has been out for a while now.
Yeah, right? I think they're out for the season probably.
Yeah, but as long who needs Messi them when you have Lingard and Bowen? Yeah.
I know. So hopefully, Lingard's goals dry up, and I mean, listen, we can get third if we do what I said. If we win 6 games from here on, and I think we'll definitely get third, and probably that might be necessary, because there is a scenario where you could finish 4th and still miss out. If Chelsea and Arsenal are finishing outside the top 4, but if they finish outside the top 4 and win the Champions League and Europa League, so I mean, that's another thing to worry about, as if top 4 wasn't hard enough as it is. But there's something to play for. That's all I can say.
And I think don't forget the revenue that you miss out on.
I mean, we know the repercussions of missing out. It's going to be massive.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just.
Do you fear losing players if you miss out on Champions League?
Not really. I mean, I know there's been a lot of murmurs about Mohamed Salah. There was an article recently where I don't think he wants to leave, but he's a little bit worried that the club are not, showing enough interest or not as
ambition
urgent in terms of renewing his contract. But I don't see who's going to pay what it takes to get him out this summer, especially. He's got 2 years left on his contract. I think he'll cost easily north of 120 million, probably something around 150.
He's 150?
Going to be Yeah,
No, I
dude.
don't think.
Are you
I
serious?
don't know.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I don't think 150.
Why not?
Mohamed
Take
Salah's
out your
number.
red tinted glasses, man.
No.
Have
He's
you
not
looked at his
gonna-
numbers from
It
the last
doesn't-
3 seasons?
Yeah, but most of them have
Premier
been
League
through
and Champions
penalties,
League winner.
dude.
What's that?
A lot of the goals he scored have been
That's
through
coming
penalties
from
as well.
a
He's
United
been
fan. Just
Okay,
No,
now
I-
ask Sheldon how much for Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno,
Since you brought up
probably
penalties,
like
let's talk
100
Bruno
million.
Fernandes then.
Yeah, I don't think so. More than 100.
Yeah, Bruno's
Not just
easily
penalties.
100.
Like, you look at every single stat. Like, only Mohamed Salah has become a thing on Twitter. His numbers, I don't think Salah gets enough appreciation for what he has done
No,
for
but
the last seasons.
he's doing well, no doubt. But I don't think he's doing well enough to command a 150 million.
But that's the
Price
thing,
tag.
right? That's what
I
he's
think
worth to
Salah
us.
has scored
It's
more
not
than
always
Kane
about
since 17-18. I
Especially,
think that's what I was reading.
what's that?
Salah has scored, I think, more goals than Harry Kane since 17-18
Oh,
season.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
But does the age factor come in? Like
yeah,
when it comes to
he's
the price
almost
tag of a
30,
player?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, I get it. I
but
get
even
it. But
Kane is
that's
30,
the
right?
thing.
Even Kane is 29. So if
20.
Kane gets touted for like 120 millions, I'm pretty sure Salah easily goes for 120.
Yeah, but Kane is English as well, so he's
Yeah.
obviously
There
going
is
to
that
be
English
hype.
premium.
No, but
But no, then
probably not.
Salah has proven enough in Premier League. So I think for the transfer market purposes, he's
So you're
kind of
so
English.
okay. So you're saying that what money you would end up paying for Haaland, someone would end up paying for Salah.
If they want him. No, see, here's the thing. You're talking about what he's worth in
It's
absolute
like
terms.
Robin van Persie,
150 is
you're
what he's
saying.
worth to us. No, it's what he's worth to us because if we lose Salah, that's massive, and we don't need to sell him. So that it's
That's
like
Yeah,
That
it's
right.
like
fair
how
enough.
much Grealish is worth for Aston Villa, right? And how much
Fair
Zaha
enough.
is worth for Crystal
Yeah.
Palace. That's
Okay, fair enough.
part of the argument as well. And
Yeah,
he
that's a
is
good
elite.
point.
Mohamed Salah is an elite forward. He's
Yeah.
a Champions League and Premier League winner. You can talk about Harry Kane, but what has Harry Kane won? Salah has done it at the biggest stage.
True.
He turns up when it matters. So that's something which you can't really buy in the transfer market.
How much would you sell Mane for?
His stocks have dropped like majorly this season.
I don't even.
Yeah.
From being
Yeah.
an
I think under 100.
oh easily.
Under
don't think
100?
sell him.
Is he even?
Dude.
I
No,
mean,
I
listen,
think
it's
Mane.
one bad season. It's one bad season. There's no.
Yeah.
Let's not write him off yet. It may not be a decline. He's run into the ground over the last couple of seasons. So I think this drop off was almost expected in a way. And I think he's still doing a lot of the things that he did before. He's still brilliant at going past players. He's holding the ball well. He's so hard to shrug off. So hard to get the ball off, right? It's just in front of goal. He's completely lost his confidence. It's almost like he's scared of getting into those positions. There was one situation where he, took the ball in front of goal and he just slipped. He could have had tap in had he turned.
Yeah.
So that's just how it's been going for him this season. And so yeah, I mean, I still think I wouldn't write off Mane yet. I think with hopefully a bit of a rest, he should be back.
I think Mane is still young, right? He's what, 27, 28?
No, they are all the same age, 29,
Oh,
30.
okay. So all are nearing 30. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I don't think we'll lose anyone. It's just a question of who we can sign. I think that's where Champions League might hurt.
That's going to be interesting given the Euros and everything. And yeah, so I don't know how many players any team would probably be looking to bring in at this point in time.
It'll probably be, I think now that fans are coming back, I'm guessing there'll be a lot more money spent based on the projections for the revenue streams coming back in. So I'm sure you'll see more money being spent in the summer. But yeah, I don't know if we can go back to the pre-pandemic levels of. But there is Erling Haaland.
Yeah,
and Mbappe.
Mbappe as well. They'll probably be the sort of the.
I'm pretty sure Mbappe is leaving this season because PSG cannot afford to let him go for free. So
yeah. I think if he does
Haaland might.
I think if he goes to Madrid, obviously, which is the most probable chance, he'll probably be in exchange for like Hazard, Vinicius.
Oh, he's still there?
He's
there?
He'll be up against his former club next, so that's got to be.
That's if he's fit, right? I don't know if Hazard is fit
I think
yet.
He's back training.
Training cafeteria?
Yeah.
He's back on the training pitch.
Okay.
I think is what they said. But yeah, that's not gone well. But anyway, I think we'll probably do transfers separately. I don't know if there's anything else to talk about. We've covered all the contenders, right, for the top four. Relegation.
I just hope that West Ham gives a good run.
Yeah. I think so too.
I don't know where they came from. Just one team less that we could have had to worry about.
To be fair, Yash had actually mentioned that like a month ago that, oh, we need to look out for West Ham. So yeah, good call on that.
I'm surprised that Moyes didn't manage to, I think, get top four with Everton, which was supposed to be one
No,
of
he
his very
did.
good teams.
He did.
I think
He
it
He
was
did. He did.
did once, and we won the
Qualified
Champions
for
League.
Champions League. Yeah.
No,
oh,
no.
okay.
What happened was, yeah, actually they did. We won the
Yeah, they
Champions
did.
League. They did qualify.
Oh
They
yeah,
went
you
out.
were fifth and you won the Champions League, right?
Yeah, but actually they went out in the qualifying round. They did play.
Yeah.
They didn't qualify for the group stages, so it's not like
Alright.
we took their place, but they finished once. The season where Liverpool won the Champions League and finished fifth. It was 2005.
I feel Moyes has an eye for finding good talents. That is what he did with Suchek. He did with Fellaini. He
Yeah.
had
I mean, yeah.
what was that? Cahill? No, Cahill, the Australian
Gary
player.
Cahill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim Cahill.
Gary
Tim
Tim
Cahill.
Cahill. Yeah,
Tim Cahill.
not
Tim
Gary
Cahill.
Cahill.
Tim Cahill.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim Cahill.
So I think he does find good bargain deals, for like which just fit in very well with his style of play.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
be
Do you
and
very
I-
honest, after Bruno Fernandes, probably Jesse Lingard's January transfer would probably be the biggest impact. It is incredible
Yeah.
what
God.
one player can change.
mad?
Yeah.
And that to
Barcelona.
a player that was not even considered in like the playing
Barcelona
11.
are looking for
Yeah,
a swap.
I think
Messi
the
and
golden goat at this.
Lingard.
Yeah, Messi,
Swap.
Lingard, and Messi.
West Ham and
Yeah.
Barcelona.
Yeah, Barcelona might be in for him next. Yeah, so London is, I think, claret and blue. As I say, it's not red, it's not white, it's not blue. So it'll be something if they finish as the top club in London. But yeah, I think on that note, we can
Yep.
probably wrap up. So maybe we can come back with the usual review. There's not, I think there's like FA Cup semi-finals as well this weekend. So not a full round of fixtures. Oh, there's a round of midweek fixtures, right?
Yeah,
Full game week in FPL.
I think Man United
Yes.
play Burnley, right?
yeah, Man United
Yeah.
played.
There's a bunch of midweek games as well because
Oh,
teams
okay.
FA Cup semi-final play next week.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you after that. Probably, maybe we can come back next week. And yeah, so please, as ever, please subscribe to the channel, and hope we can keep making these videos and entertaining you. So on that note, see you next time. Bye.